promoting Being Evil, documentary we did on Evel Knievel. It was a huge inspiration to me growing up. No one ever did that type of thing before Evel Knievel, and no one has done it like that since. There's people who've gone farther and pushed the sport that way, but he invented the sport, invented a whole new way of thinking, and no one is the storyteller he was, or the showman, or he was just all things in one. He was a lot. He was complicated too. Not all of the things were good, but so many were. We really pull back the curtain, and sometimes you see some things you don't want to see, and that's tough to reconcile, your adult self with your kid self that idolized him. But we want to give people the complete story, and we did, and he lived an unbelievable life. So he's great fodder for a documentary. There's so many inspiring things about Evel. Just what a salesman and what a showman he was.
Do you need to ask him other questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Showman, and how intelligent the man was, and what a hustler he was. Like I've said it before, but you could make a whole documentary just on him before he was 20. And he didn't start jumping until he was 25. So when we're doing stunts, you kind of want to push it to that place. If we don't, then we're probably going to do it again.
All right, my name is Jeff Tremaine. I'm a producer on Being Evil. Evil is probably my original inspiration he had everything to do with me being here, actually. Got me into BMX. I got into BMX because of Evel Knievel, and that got me into everything that I'm into now. So he's the root, for sure.
Was there like a moment when you realized that when you were a kid that you just
there's a first moment. I want to say I was 5 or 6 years old. I don't remember how old, but I had this little yellow bike, and Evel had just jumped, and we all watched it on TV. And then I got on my little wheel bike, and the neighborhood kids had put a piece of plywood on a roadblock, and I just went after it. And the last second, I just got a little scared. I turned to the side, just ate complete shit, got up, and that was awesome.
That's so cool.
And from then on out, I was just building jumps and going for it. So.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
And what do you hope we get out of the film tonight?
Golly, he just he's one of the most complicated, larger-than-life characters that you get both sides of it. That he is the greatest that ever did it, but he was also a son of a bitch. But that's what it takes to be this guy. I don't know. It was great for me to see especially with the footage that Daniel kept uncovering and the interviews he was getting with the people that were there. I don't know. I think he did an awesome job. We're very proud of this. So.
That's so cool. You probably even learn more about.
Oh yeah, I didn't know everything about Evel, but I mean.
Now you do.
Yeah. So.
That's awesome. Well, cool. Thanks so much.
Cool, man.
My name is Mat Hoffman, and this film's been amazing to produce, and just really telling so much truths that haven't been told in Evel documentaries, and just working with the family and working with some great producers with Daniel and Knoxville and Jeff. So yeah, it's family. Great.
And how did you, being an athlete now, producing this, how was taking that role for you?
Yeah, I was good friends with Evel. I'm good friends with his family, so I was kind of that liaison, and I also helped produce whenever he had died, we did a big event for him, in his memory, and so I think that's what kind of brought me into this. Whenever we wanted to tell his story, and I just know a lot of different sides of Evel, so I think that's what kind of put me in this position to help tell the story. And he just he was just a man that just went for it, and no matter how hard he hit, he got back up and did it again. He just never gave up, and so that's what I think that was what I really took from it, inspired me. I was friends with Evel. I befriended him for about 15 years before he had died, and so we got pretty close. And he's just he's just so much more to Evel in his personality and who he is, and he's just such a more complicated person than anybody had ever really documented. And so I thought this was a great chance to really kind of dig deep and show people really who he was from all the sides of him. And so that's what we did. It's a his story's a balance, because he's he goes as high as you can go and he goes as low as you can go. So it's just like it's just such a balance to keep it to really show both sides of him without just being a crazy roller coaster.
Because everything we've always done, if we didn't stand up to it, Jeff, Tremaine, he would whip our butts into doing it. So pretty much, I don't know anything I feared down from, so I had to do it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
Could you just introduce yourself for our camera and tell us what Evel Knievel meant to you as a kid?
Sure. Hey, what's up? I'm Wee Man, and Evel Knievel was a huge inspiration, and I still look up to him physically.
Are there any stories that you have? Or was there a moment when you were a kid when you were like, I want
Well,
to
yeah,
do
when
that?
I was a kid, I had the little Evel Knievel wind-up motorcycle guy, where you put him up in this box, and you wind it up, and as soon as it's like fully winded, you let it go, and it's like through the house,
Yeah.
You just sat there and did that all day, and you're like, I want to be like Evel when I'm grow up.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
anytime this guy walks around, you have to cover yourself.
Yeah.
So,
I know. Awesome.
yep. Well, thank you.
you.
I'm a little nervous now because of him.
I was invited by my good friends Jeff and Johnny Knoxville.
Well,
Jeff Tremaine and Johnny Knoxville told me, show up tonight and be ready to be stoked. And I am very ready. And I almost sat on Evel Knievel's motorcycle. I almost sat on that thing, Jeff. I couldn't. I'm not allowed.
Can you
That thing
tell
is
us-
rad.
Can you tell us what Evel Knievel meant to you then as a kid?
I grew up in the 70s. I had all the toys. I was so fucking pumped on him. Like everything, every time he did a stunt, my whole family would gather around the TV, and like some of them didn't go right. And it was like, you felt it. It was like, there was nothing like it. He was the only guy out there doing that. And now everyone has specialized equipment to do everything. And not to discount what they're doing today, but this guy was doing it on like crappy stock Harleys. So pretty impressive, and just his whole life story is amazing. And like just being on Jackass and doing stunts, and nothing. I'm not even claiming anywhere near Evel Knievel status, but it's just like I do stunts, so like
Yeah.
it's rad to see this.